All right, we're going to continue comparing functions. This time we're going to do an equation versus a graph, okay? So I have Bold's Gym here and Planet 2 here, all right? So I want to compare the two different gyms. So I have Planet Z and Gold's Gym. Some things that I might want to try to find out is I might want to try to find out what is the rate of change, and I want to find out what are the initial values, okay? So in a gym, it'd be like, what's my membership fee? So again, over here, I want to find the rate of change and the initial value. Okay, in an equation, it's pretty easy to find the rate of change and the initial value. The rate of change is M, or your slope. So your rate of change is right here. So your rate of change for Bold's Gym is $4. Because that's the number, sorry, that's the cost per hour. The initial value, again, that's pretty easy because you just look at the Y, and the initial value is $29. Okay, so that would be like your fee that you pay. So over at Bold's Gym, we're going to pay $4 per hour for a trainer, and we're going to pay $29 initial fee just to sign up with the trainer. Okay. Let's compare that to Planet Z, see what their rate is that they charge per hour for a trainer and what their initial fee is before you start getting a trainer, okay? Now, again, unfortunately in this one, we're going to have to do a little work. You'll see this little break here. We're going to have to use 2 coordinate points and find out the rate of change. The initial value is really easy because the initial value is where x is 0. And because x is 0 right there, that tells me right here, this is the initial value. So the initial value can be found right here on the y-axis, or also known as the y-intercept. So in this case, the initial value is 39. So $39 is what you're going to pay before you even start getting with the trainer, okay? To find the rate of change, we're going to do what we did before. We're going to pick 2 coordinate points, and we're going to find the rate at which change is in. So I'm going to use 451, and I'm going to use 0.39, okay? Notice I could have used 1275 and one of these other also. So here we go. I'm going to take the y, which is 51. I'm going to subtract the other y, which is 39, over the x, which is 4, over the y, or the x over here, which is 0. So, sorry about that. I'll go ahead and move it up. I apologize. I'm running out of room here. So I take 51 minus 39 equals 12. 4 minus 0 equals 4. So I end up with 12 over 4. All right. And because I have 12 over 4, I don't have a unit rate. I need to find a unit rate. So to find that unit rate of 12 over 4, I'm going to have to divide each of those by 4 because 4 goes into both of those. And this is going to give me 3 over 1, which tells me my rate of change, or my unit rate, is $3. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and compare these two, and I see that the rate of change for this one is $4, where the rate of change is $3. So it tells me that Planet Z, you're going to pay less per hour for the trainer than you will for Bold's Gym. It also tells me that in Bold's Gym, you pay less at the start. You only pay $29 at the start versus the $39 that you're going to pay at the start for Planet Z. So my question might be, well, if I get 12 hours with the trainer, who would cost more? Okay, so what I can do is I can look at my graph to figure out the 12 hours, and I look for where X is 12, and it's right here. And so I see that 12 hours, it's $75. Okay, so for 12 hours, it's going to be $75 for Planet Z. Over here, in order to find 12 hours, what I would have to do is I'd have to substitute 12 in for the number of hours. So I'm going to take my equation, y equals 4x plus 29. I'm going to substitute 12 in for x, and this will give me the total cost when I get done solving it. 4 times 12 is 48, plus 29. 48 plus 29 gives me an answer of 77. So y is equal to 77. So if I am going to sign up for 12 hours with a trainer, it appears that Planet Z is actually $2 cheaper than Bold's Gym. So even though Bold's Gym was cheaper at the beginning, 29 versus 39, if I do 12 hours, Planet Z is actually the better deal.